So hello everyone, welcome back to my Create Let's Play series. So this is a new series. Yes, it's a new series, and I will be using the Create mod, which is probably one of the most famous mods in the world. So I spawned in a village, and actually, one thing I forgot to tell you, I decided to start using an off voice from now on, so that I can play more freely, and that way it's well, more pleasant. So I arrived in the village and I started raiding it right away because why not? So this mason gave me an emerald for 10 clay balls and this ruined portal. I didn't find the chest at first because it was buried under the netherrack on the right, but I find it later on. There is actually a blacksmith in the village, but I didn't find it yet, so it will come a bit later. So this was a huge mansion house with 2 beds in it. It's the first time in a long time I've seen one of those. So I just nicked one of the beds and left. Okay, maybe it doesn't show up on the scene, but I eventually take the bed. So I start mining, cutting down the tree, because that's a very important thing in Minecraft, wood. So I'm going to finish cutting down this tree. And now I'm gonna start taking the hay bales just to get some food early game. So it's really one of my favorite techniques, just to steal hay bales, because they're actually 3 loaves of bread each, so they're actually very valuable. So I make a crafting table, and I make a wooden pickaxe to get some stone. Now, if you look carefully in the new recipes unlocked, you see a blue painting-ish thing, and that's actually a blueprint. It's one of the things added by Create. It allows you to craft something without using the crafting table, as long as you've got the materials. It's interesting. And then this, I have no idea what it's for, but I guess it can be useful. So, there was coal here, so I decided to dig here. Later on, I would call this place home, as I dug into the mountain. I'm pretty much going to make a cool underground base. Yeah, why not? So, I keep mining out the coal vein. I'm hollowing out this cave. I'm hollowing out the mountain into a cave. I get a stone pickaxe, and I unlock an advancement. I pick up some saplings, which I will later replant. Now, about Create. Create introduces a number of different materials, including zinc. Zinc exists in the real world. Zinc can, zinc is used in the Create mod to create andesite alloy, which you get by mixing 2 zinc nuggets with 2 blocks of andesite. And it's very useful because it allows you to make almost all types of machinery. And use them to make the fundamental shafts, which are fundamental in the world of Create. So I keep hollowing out the cave. There's some sugarcane on the right. I don't know if you saw it, but I'll be getting that soon. So I keep digging out cobblestone. One of the reasons I like underground bases is because I can actually do a lot of things. I can Well, it allows you to get materials instead of spending them everywhere else. So here I just hollowed out a small cave. This villager wandered through because I stole his stone cutter. So I have tons of coal. I did some mining. I also looked for the chest and I found it, and that's where I got a gold pickaxe. But I used it almost completely. So I'm digging out the stone. I'm not really sure what I'm going to find here. I'm just hollowing out because I wanted to make a farm here. And my pickaxe broke. I'm going to be using the gold one, just on the last block, because why not? Okay. So I'm going to go back up. Okay. So I take the stone. Okay, so this is zinc. This is zinc. This is actually my second vein. I actually removed the scene of my first discovery of zinc. Well, zinc, it looks like this. Yes, I need to make ladders because otherwise I can't get back to the surface. Okay. So, zinc. Zinc needs an iron pickaxe to be mined. Also, keep in mind that in the first game, in the original game, zinc does not exist, so yeah. So, the zinc. So I'm gonna finish mining the vein. Zinc isn't that rare, but well, it's annoying to look for. But I have a good supply, and I'll make about a stack of andesite alloy. So, I need andesites, which I can get by either just mining it naturally, or just crafting it using direct and cobblestone. It's a handy trick, by the way. Later on, my mason will start buying andesite from me. So yeah, lapis. Lapis is I don't really like lapis. I really find it useful, but the fact that you can mine it using a stone pickaxe is very well, cool. Because that means I don't need to waste iron on it. Considering how well, yeah, I don't really use lapis. Yeah, so right now I'm digging down to level 16 to try and find some iron, because in 1.18.2 Y16 is the best level that iron spawns in. I'm not sure if that's still true, but anyway. So so right now I'm mass mining. So I hate mining because, well, in this way I hate mining in this way because it's very slow and tedious, and I can't do anything interesting. Yeah, I just gave up. Now I'm going back up. So yeah, I'm going back up. I can maybe put a water source there or something, because honestly it's a pain to climb all the way up and then all the way back down. My shovel's about to die, so that's something I need to take care of too. So I discovered a cave. I put a slab there, that way the villager wouldn't die by accident. Sure enough, he didn't. Alright, so I'll just throw in the rest, some zinc. Now what I'm holding, the weird thing in my inventory is called a hand crank. It allows me to create rotational power. So you see in the bottom line, there's a lot of thing that comes from the create mod. For example, all the way on the left there's the zinc alloy. There's a water wheel, some cogs, also some shafts. So right now I'm just clearing out more of this cave, just so I can actually expand the chest into a double chest. Yeah, and from the blacksmith I got 2 iron chest plates. I put the spell one in my chest. I don't know what he was doing with 2 chest plates, but I can't actually wear 2 chest plates for some reason, so yeah. So I'm gonna be crafting all the alloy I can, which isn't much. I need andesite. So I used a direct hack, and there we go. So now I have tons of andesite alloy, and I don't know what to do with it. So I'm going to be rearranging my chest a little bit because it's a mess right now. So anything that can be used for the create mod will go on the right. Well, any resources for the create mod will go on the right. Any components will go on the top left. And everything else will go at the bottom. The villager likes badgering me, but yeah. So I made tons of emeralds by just selling stone and clay and stuff like that. I even made an expedition to the river just to get clay and sell it back to this mason. So I don't have anyone else working for me yet. So right now I think I'm going back to the river. Anyway, I needed there's a contraption I would like to make. It's called a mechanical press. So it allows me to get sheets eventually. So I need an iron block to make the mechanical press. So I'm looking for iron in caves. Now, well, it's just because I was fed up of strip mining, so I just decided to, you know, just cave mine because it's much easier. So there's another cave there. So while the lava drains, I'm going to be exploring this one. And it's not even a cave at all. It's just a hole in the wall. Okay. So I'm digging coal. I sealed myself in because I was actually a considerable distance away from home, and I really didn't want to be blown up by a creeper or something. Now, if you like my videos, you can always like and subscribe. It means a lot to me. Even the views mean a lot to me. So please like, and if you really like my videos, you can also subscribe. So I find coal, and I keep digging this vein. This vein is really large. It gave me enough coal to last a few days. And so I threw it onto the furnace and spent it on burning cobblestone. Anyway, yeah. So eventually in this cave, I actually found a few pieces of iron, like 4 or so. Yeah, I increased my gamma because I really didn't want to spend torches everywhere because it was really annoying me. So right now I'm just trying to find my way out. Caves give me a headache over time, so I was trying to get the heck out of here because, yeah, I don't really like being in caves during the day because it makes me waste sunlight, and sunlight is traveling time. So these rose bushes, I might come back for them. Red dye can always come useful. Dyes in general, actually. Especially in the create mod, you can actually dye conveyor belts. So here, I came across a huge ravine. Huge. I never saw one of these before. I mean, of this size. There's a magma block down there, but I ignored it for some reason. Alright, so I had no idea what these blue blocks were, and it turns out they were introduced by Create. Now I'm using the fabric version of Create. So yeah. So there's tons of zinc everywhere. You can see all the monsters. Can't really see any iron though. So, there's a creeper, a couple skeletons, spider. So, just out of curiosity, I was just going to start making, start making my way up to the blue blocks because I had no idea what they were at the time. So, copper is used to make brass, which is why I collected some at the beginning. because brass is actually a pretty good material. So, this azurine. Does it even exist in real life? I have no idea. Never heard of it. Anyway, I mined a few blocks of it, just you know, to just keep some as a souvenir and eventually come back here maybe. And then I thought, hey, maybe take some more. And then I accidentally mined this block of dripstone. And then I realized you can make stuff with dripstone, judging by all the crafting recipes that suddenly popped up. So I started mining more and more. I'll also get to the zinc eventually, don't worry. So, now, I was also going to collect some dripstone for lava farms. So I couldn't really find any iron, which is kind of depressing. So, dripstone. Dripstone is renewable, so I didn't really care about getting that much of it. So, so there was zinc, like I mentioned. So I'm just working my way up to it. So, now there's this other rock that I never saw before. It looks strangely like chocolate. So, they call this scoria. Now, once in science class, I learned that scoria was actually impurities left in rock by volcanic activity or something. But for some reason, I saw a guy on YouTube make a factory of it using chocolate. I was really confused. But then again, this is a new mod, so you're probably gonna see me get confused several times. Right, so this cave held 1 iron ore. Actually 5 actually, yeah. And some other rocks I've never saw before. So, with a smile on my face, I made my way back home. But then I saw this iron ore, and it was very, very tempting. I actually wanted to make that dripstone in the corner drop onto the creeper, but yeah, I'm not that cruel. And also, I don't think I have the aim. So, yeah.